Well. What do we have here? It's Monday here in the LCU. Fuck, I hate Mondays. We'll get into that. Anyways. What do we got? Oh, yeah, that's right. There's still zombie cards available. Get them today. Shop.lolcowtcg.com. Use that code word alpha. It's going to get you 10% off at checkout. Boom. Don't miss out on those ghost foils. You may get you a nice Xylee Reaper foil. You never know. It's the best one of the ghost foils. But get them today. Use that code word alpha for 10% off. Also, the High Roller Bundle. Boom. Get that over at lolcow.co. That's for pay pigs and crowns, which shout out to our pay pigs, Rastov, Kai, Venseg. Thank you for supporting the show. Guys, as I said, get the gear. This one, you get a hat, a basketball, some joggers, a t-shirt, and a special hoodie. So don't miss out. That's for cash cows and higher, and that is the High Roller Secret Stash Drop. And last but not least, get the bunny cards back over at lolcowtcg.com. Only for a limited time. You get 4 cards for $20, and it's Xylee and Josh in the pink bunny outfits from A Christmas Story. Anyways, enough fucking rambling. Get into the show, Phantom. All right, we'll do, but we got to start with that intro.
Come along, little one. The night is young. Don't be afraid. Follow me. There's more to see.
Yeah. Welcome to the graveyard. LCU, stand up. It's the Alpha Royale, hosted by yours truly. Snails moving slow, but the talk still hit heavy. Shit talk at a snail's pace, still entertaining. Phantom on the mic, whole chat vibrating. Discuss the bullshit, show them based alpha takes. We don't just talk the stories, we make them base. Shit talk at a snail's pace, still entertaining. Snail gang rise, the whole crowd awaken. Discuss the bullshit, show them based alpha takes. We don't just break news, we reshape fates. Yeah. It's Phantom in the cockpit, based out for profit. Running LCU like a stock tip. Watch it, they the boys gossip. I stay in the logic. Turn clown shows into alpha topics. Mic check, no filter, no gimmick. If it's drama, we spin it. Authentic, no clinic. They post, we roast and toast. No limit, even snails in the pit. No real when they're in it. Talk at a snail's pace, still entertaining. Phantom on the mic, whole chat vibrating. Discuss the bullshit, show them alpha base takes. We don't just talk the stories, we make them base. Shit talk at a snail's pace, still entertaining. Snail gang rise, the whole crowd awaken. Discuss the bullshit, show them based alpha takes. We don't just grave news, we reshape fates. It's the Alpha Royale, man.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy, Phantom, Fanny G, whatever the hell you want to call me. Welcome back to Lolcow Alpha. Yeah. It's been a weekend. It's been a day. It's been a couple days. I mean, hell, there's been so much shit going on around here, I don't know what to say. But what I can say is, you know what? I've got something that Tuffy put together, and I want to show you guys, because I think it's pretty freaking cool. So I got to get into the studio. I guess I could show you my beautiful face, even though I am cold as shit right now. Alrighty. Woo. Mondays. I feel like Garfield today. I do. I feel like Garfield's, and like literally I'm like, I hate Mondays. I want to get in my fucking in my bed, cover my head with the covers, but we can't do that. We got to entertain you people. But check this shit out. Look at this. This goes perfectly with the Milkies. I mean, come on.
Bruh.
Yeah. What's up, Brenda? Welcome. We got chillins here. We got Illuminati. We got Sarah, Lila, the poop guy. Everybody's here. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Oh, even the cats are here. They're like sitting there trying to get in. They're like, why is he yelling? Why are you yelling, asshole? So yeah, I cut my hair over the weekend. That's why I had my hat on, because this dome is a little cold. And the lights are a little bright today. You know what? We're going to crank it down just a smidge so there's not so much shine on my big, bald, beautiful head, you know. So, yeah. So, did y'all enjoy that stream Saturday night? I know. I promised y'all a gaming stream. We did 4 hours, an hour and a half of that was gaming, you know, so, and we got through some of Metroid Prime 4, but, you know, I'm telling you, I'm getting a little disappointed in that game because it feels very, very formulaic, and, like, I kind of saw one of the storylines coming from like a fucking mile away, and I was like, yeah, tell me something I don't know. Oh, good reminder before I forget. So, Illuminati dropped that link to the polls. If you have not voted for the 2025 Milky Awards, get in there and do it. Voting ends Wednesday, so make sure your ballot is in. We already have roughly almost 400 ballots. And like I said, I'm doing the business behind the scenes. I went to Rastoff and I said, Rastoff, I was like, I'm going to cut off voting on Wednesday. I was like, and so I was thinking Friday, if you haven't already decided on what your show is, you know, I think Live should announce the winners, you know, because you can make a whole show out of it. Because God knows everybody's been saying lately that Live hasn't had a show. Rastoff didn't plan anything. You know, the IRL failed. King of Kinglers with the 5 gifted Super Alpha memberships. Thank you, sir. So I went to him and you know, I'm gonna tell you something. You know, we all know Rastoff can be, you know, Rastoff, but I gotta give the man props where props are due. I tried to give him the award ceremony results. Figured that'd be fun. I'd sit up there and everything. He was like, nah, bro, I don't want to steal your content. And I said, Rastoff, I'm offering it to you because I think the whole universe wants to see the results. And he's like, how about this? In the 3rd hour, so right when we start, after I get through the intro, I'm going to jump up on Live. We're going to do the results. We've got 15 categories. I think that is a fair compromise, you know. So, yeah, give it up for Rastoff for at least that, for us being able to do it on the biggest stage, get to co-stream it, you know, and give everybody the results. Although, let's just be honest. I've been looking at the results. 342 ballots, and some of them I could have called from a mile away. Some of them, not so much. So, hey. What do you guys think about that? How am I not on for production visual design? I mean, poop guy, honestly, I mean, I get lazy with my shit, you know. I mean, look, I was so lazy this weekend, I didn't even swap out the Needler for the Titanic. I mean, technically, if I had somebody else up here for like 2 minutes, I could go well, maybe more than 2 minutes, but you know, I'm really bad at underestimating, but I could swap it out. That damn thing is 6 feet long and my desk is only 4, but you know, at least it won't end in disaster. Plus in here, I do have to fix it though. Like legitimately. I don't think maybe I told this way back at the beginning when I had a weekend stream, but there was a cable across the 2 flagpoles, the one at the front, one at the back. My hellion cat fucking went up there and chewed that shit apart. So now I've got to go and get some new parts. Otherwise, it'll look wrong, you know. It's probably also the fat ass that sat on my Millennium Falcon and literally collapsed a whole back ass corner of it to where it had to be rebuilt. But anyways, that one kind of upset me, but what are you going to do? At least the Batwing is still on the wall. I mean, my stuff always works because I'm kind of one of those, like tech OCD people, because like I will legitimately sit here and test it out 1,000,000 times because of the fact that I know the first time it fails, I am going to get so much shit, it's not even funny. So, you know, yeah. If there's a will, there's a way. Exactly. Speaking of, you know, there were a lot of announcements over the weekend. And one of the announcements was, you know, everybody's asking if Buff's going to come back. Is Buff going to come back? You know, when Buff comes back. Guys, I mean, Keem even offered, Keem said if he came back or when he came back, that he was coming here. So I was talking to dude. I was, you know, Buff's my boy. And I was like, come on, bro. You know, here, it's like Olive Garden. When you're here, you're family, you know. And while, yes, you know, we still try and put on a show here, okay, we don't have the same, you know, level of oversight, you know, congressional oversight here. And so, I don't know. I was hoping that he might take that opportunity, get that mojo back. You know, you guys know what I'm talking about. You know how when, how do I put this? You know when Stella got her groove back, you know, she was out of the game for a while and everybody's going, what the fuck are you talking about right now? It's a movie, okay? It's a movie. But yeah, no. It's like, it's one of those that, you know, I don't want the NDF to die. I don't want to lose Buff as a content creator here. You know, it's a little more, I mean, hell, we could turn this into, you know, alpha nerds. You know, not just nerds, but alpha nerds. You know, combine the two. I could rein in some of his fucking anime talk, but I also can talk some of it. he gets to hang out with me, and I can put the show together. I just, yeah. But that being said, I talked to him. I don't know if he's going to come back. He is so loyal to the NDF and to nerds. And no matter, I could have probably been down on my knees, giving him the old 1-2, and he would have said, yeah, that was great, but I ain't coming back. I don't know. I agree. Buff is a great host. I've worked with him. We've gone through, as you guys probably know, I was a docket member, even before I was an intern, and I actually asked plenty of times to be a docket member for nerds back in the day. But when a spot opened up, I was like, seriously, help me help you. And, we did a lot of great things. Everybody on that team was so good at what they did. I honestly, I saw the anger. I saw, that wasn't the same Buff that would call me up and be like, hey, what's that? Hey, can you play that Beetle Fighter song? It wasn't that Buff, Now I did, I see glimmers of it, but whatever you're doing out there, just know you always have a home here. I hope you don't burn bridges too much, but, we're here for the next hour and 45 minutes to hear Phantom talk about holy shit. Oh, my God. So, yeah, Harrison says, I miss seeing his content. I agree. So, let's see. Poop Guy says, I suspect Buff will be back when the Bills are due. Shit, what are you talking about, the Poop Guy? Bills are due every day. There's somebody in here called Goonzilla95. Is that an actual Goonzilla, or is that Exile hiding behind a Goonzilla? It could be a Goonzilla. Either way, it's fucking awesome. Welcome. Sorry, I got in a rant. I had to go through that. And I ain't scamming. We got Crotchy's cam. There we go. All right, let's get back to it. So anyways, yeah. Okay. One's in the chat if you want me to touch on all the bullshit from this weekend. Or two's in the chat if you want to hear about Cat Lady taking 12 inches. No, I'm just kidding. We have beat that story to death. But all I got to say is the funniest part was her fucking privating that video or struggling to private it while we were going through it. I can't. Hey, props, shout outs to Gidgy for doing fucking 12 hours. I would have went longer, but yeah, your boy needed some sleep. Those girls, Gidgy and Cat Lady, they're no joke. They wore your boy out because he had to do so much fucking talking. I had to carry the goddamn thing because they were so fucking lost in the sauce. Oh, no. Oh, no, negative. I love them to death. Oh, Keem is up on live. Oh, no. Okay, before we go over there, because I don't want to be accused of stream sniping, but if you didn't see Crypt earlier, which I see a lot of familiar faces, but if you didn't see Crypt earlier, earlier today, Ms. Kiff, who's very much embroiled in a lot of controversy about beating allegedly assaulting girlfriends, stuff like that. He has officially announced he is leaving Twitch forever. Forever. Shout out if you know the reference. But he is going to Kick. Now, how he announced it, saying he's going to be live on Kick in 2 days, by the way. How he announced it was actually very interesting because he's dressed up like a motherfucking Jedi Knight, and everybody he's fighting against has Samuel L. Jackson purple lightsabers to represent Twitch. And then the Sith Lord comes in to pick up Mizkif and gives him a fucking green lightsaber. I mean, I'm not going to risk copyright personally for the music, but I will show you guys the video because I think it was pretty interesting. Now, I'm not going to play the whole minute 23 because it does kind of drag. Let's be honest here. It does. But you can see, I mean, he put a lot of production, or, well, Kick probably paid for it. But yeah, it's just, it's very interesting, considering the amount of grief that he's going to get once he goes back live again. He thinks going over to Kick is going to magically solve something. It isn't. It's not going to solve anything. The same fucking people are going to follow you over there, bro. They are. They're going to show up there. They're going to give you even more shit over there. I'm just saying, at the end of the fucking day, bro, it's not going to be this magical resurgence of your fucking career. I'm quite sorry to say that, but that's just me. I don't know. What are you guys feeling? I mean, do you think that this is what he needed? Was a total platform change? I don't think so. But it went insanely viral considering it was only posted at noon my time. And let's see. Let me get a refresh on those stats. But earlier today at 4 o'clock Central, it was at 472,000 views. It is now. Are you ready for this? Oh, shut up. I don't want the music. You ready for this? 3.2 million views already in 7 hours, which means it has gone up so freaking much since then. So that's how it goes when you go viral. Shit. All right, guys, we need to figure out how to get me famous, and then we need to figure out how the hell to get me to go viral. Yeah. Dude, Chillin's got it right. Gidgy and Cat Lady wore me out. 2 girls, one phantom. Shit, you're going to wear me out anytime. Let's see what else is going on. So live tonight. Because I don't want to talk about yesterday. Everybody fucking talks about live yesterday. Oh, IRL fail. Oh, booster scam. I mean, You know? Don't you know? You know what I'm saying? There you go. I dare you. I double dog dare you. Sorry, I was on a fucking roll. Okay. Yeah, no. I mean, I shit on Booster every day. That's like at least once during every stream, I go, Booster, you're a bitch. Because it's fun. It's fun to shit on the Booster. You know? And honestly, motherfucker could have at least, okay, the Crotchies camp, okay? It's a fucking webcam sitting on a Walmart $30 fucking selfie stick that doubles as a tripod. I could lift it up 5 feet. For fuck's sake. So how much of that do you think is actually like him being that fucking dumb? Or how much do you think that was fake and gay? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, definitely. Like the stream. No, seriously, like legitimately. Sometimes I wonder with him, like for fuck's sake, dude, you cannot be this inept. I know you're not this inept. But the reason you're getting so much shit is because as soon as you're kicked from the show, they're making money. Oh, shit. I wonder if that works here. Okay, guys, I'm going to kick myself from the show. Does that mean I'm going to get donos? Does it? Wouldn't that be some shit? All of a sudden, can you pull Booster? Can I? Yes. I mean, can I pull Booster? Okay, here's the deal. Next $20, because they're head-to-head with me, I will pull fucking Booster right out of Studio A. Oh, shit. I gotta figure out how to do this quickly, silently, and deadly. Because, yeah, he's all the way up there. I'm all the way down here. So, yes, we are going to pull him. Yeah, he went on wild because, honestly, okay, fine. Wonder Woman did it? All right, let's see. Move to, let's see. Okay, I gotta do some math real quick. I'm in B, okay? We are gonna try and pull him down, and as soon as he gets in here, I'm gonna be like, Booster, you're a bitch! Because you know he's gonna run away. Oh no, I'm gonna pull him down, and then I'm gonna fucking kick him out. Booster, you are a bitch. You are a bitch. Now go back to your show.
Why?
Nobody wants you here. There you go. I called him down. I didn't even let him get his camera up. I called him a bitch and kicked his ass out. Now that's a fucking alpha move. Clip that shit. Put it in the fucking news. He didn't even he didn't even go back. Okay, I do have a show, you motherfuckers. Our King of Kinglers with the $20 W Alpha. That was fucking good. No, I mean, he seems so lost. He fucking seemed so lost. Thank you, King of Kinglers. And he's probably going and tattling. Oh, I'm so in trouble. Wait. Why is Steak saying Booster said I fucked my kid? Oh, Booster, you're a fucking idiot. Sorry. Whew. Okay. Ooh. Okay, we're good now. So anyways, let's go ahead. Seeing as we called Booster a bitch, kicked him out, let him go back to live, let's check in with his brethren. Let us.
Tonight, we dive back into the forums where keyboards click louder than common sense. From endless posts to overnight meltdowns, the internet's favorite battleground never sleeps. We're sorting the memes from the mayhem and checking the pulse of the drama, one thread at a time.
This is Checking In with the Neckbeards. All right, let's see what's going on in the world of our Reddit that fucking Boogie was talking mad shit on us Redditors. You know what? I may not believe everything that's on Reddit, but I do enjoy reading the base takes, the stupid takes, the fuck around and find out takes. Shit. I watched a video this weekend and I found a fucking rabbit hole on Reddit that we're going to talk about. Did you know there is a Vietnamese YouTuber named David who is on a fucking straight up fucking psychotic break? He keeps making YouTube channels, and every time somebody finds him and tweets them out or people start watching, he goes into fucking meltdown mode. He now thinks people are trying to steal his trademark, which is his name. Oh, Crimson members waiting. Okay. Welcome back to the server, Graham.
Hold on, let me turn this on.
Yeah.
How's it going, brother?
It is going,
Oh, man. God, it's been so long since I've hopped on to support Wild and Alpha, so I'm just like, okay, let me at least do it today. I barely got sleep, but I don't give a shit. I want to help out. So it's been a while I've hopped on, so hi.
Yeah, welcome. You just missed our little segue where I pulled Booster directly out of live, called him a bitch, and then kicked him out.
Why? Because why not?
Because why the fuck not? Because that's alpha as fuck.
That is pretty alpha. So I see
I see a cheeky grim in the chat.
Oh my god!
It
Shut
doesn't work.
Get the fuck out of here, dude. Get the fuck out of here, dude. No. Jane, question. So I noticed you got the 0 out of 1 crowns up there. What's that about?
So I've been, tracking our first pay pig, which was Vensig, and we are just kind of tracking our first crown. Now, I did make a awesome crowns. Well, I think it's awesome crown song, but we're just it's a goal for the end of the year. Kind of. Hey, I've done all this on my, not on my own, but with the help of the community, and it's one of those things. So,
Question. For the pay pig, who's the pay pig?
it was Vensig.
Okay. Did they do it today?
No, they did it at the beginning of the month.
Damn it. Okay, because the reason being is because I wanted to do a dance for them, in my pay pig outfit, because I just got it recently, so I wanted to do it again.
Oh, did
But
you?
if they didn't do it today, then
Yeah. And then on that big stream, I got Kai and Rastoff. So, but speaking of outfits, let me update the stream. Because of your guys' great generosity and everything, on last Thursday's stream. Oh my God, I'm having trouble talking. We were able to smash that $500 goal that to have the Mr. Mackey episode. The outfit has been ordered. It will be here this week.
Wait, can I see what it looks like?
Sure. I mean, it's just a green shirt, a fucking navy blue tie, gold tie clip. It had to be a green long sleeve with a pocket. I've already got the blue jeans and the belt. Okay.
I love it. I love it. Okay. I love it. I
Drugs
feel
are
like
bad.
you're
You
gonna
shouldn't do
depict it
drugs,
so perfect.
children.
I could see you being like a substitute teacher. I could see that
probably
happening.
could. I mean, in the IRL job, I have to do so much fucking training with people that literally I feel like a fucking substitute teacher. I come in for a couple days, I've got the cigarette. Dude, when I was in high school, we had a full-time teacher who retired, and then he was like, oh, I'm fucking bored. So he came back as a substitute. And he was always well known for always carrying a pack of cigarettes right in his front pocket. You could see him the whole time while he's teaching. And he was that, he just comes in. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So,
Bro, what? Bro's like, I need to smoke after dealing with these fuckers.
I love to smoke.
Jesus.
I smoke 7,000 packs a day.
So, what do you have planned for today's show?
So today we have briefly touched on the awards. Let everybody know Wednesday is the cutoff. Friday we're going to be announcing the results. I was going to go through some of our. Yeah, we're already at 400 ballots. So today, tomorrow, and Wednesday, and then we're cutting it off. Then we are. Kit Kat said, yeah, Grim, I'm exhausted. Exactly. That's why you come here for the nap. I wanted to talk a little bit about our anniversaries this week. Today was the 1-year anniversary of Lolcow Queens, but we have another anniversary coming up very, very soon. That would be the 1-year anniversary of Lolcow Rewind. Rewind and Queens.
True. Yeah, because they were, well, not, their inception wasn't at the same time, but it was around, like,
their
what are they, like a month apart or some shit?
I think like a week apart.
Really? Bro, dude, oh my God. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I've been watching since the beginning, right? So when Tommy C was originally in Lolcow Live.
Yeah.
I remember like the Queens arc was so fucking crazy. Like so much was happening in a small amount of time. Like they had, I can't say their names because they're Voldemorts, but they had multiple Voldemorts all up in the show. Becky was fucking fighting them all. She was trying to find a co-host. Tina was trying to find a co-host. Like, bro, it was. And then eventually the match made in heaven.
We got to back that up because it doesn't even start there. If you look at the history, this all started with the Becky dating streams on Lolcow Live, and we've got the Thanksgiving stream.
Okay, you want to go that far? Yes. You're right. You're right.
Do we? Okay, this is for you OGs. Do you guys remember what the first big Queens controversy with Beggy Boop was? Because I do.
I actually don't remember. I swear to God, I only remember, like, the most that I remember is whenever there were 4 people. Is it the cat? Is it the cat thing?
No. The USB cord for her fucking camera or her mic. The USB.
Do you remember? Yes, I remember. She was like, I have to see, where do I plug it in? I don't have a port available for it. Oh my God, I remember. Yeah.
Yes. And then Rich is all like, I call bullshit. Send me fucking pictures. I know that board.
You're like, show me the back of your PC. Yeah. Holy shit.
That's how it all started. And yes, then we had Voldemort, G, and L, and they gone. They gone. Stay the fuck away. You can view. It's just, I don't think it's ever going to work out. So.
Yeah. Like, Richard was, like, all over her, dude. Like, in terms of, like, making content. Like, they're both making content about each other the entirety of the time. Just like, Becky's a bitch. She's my ex and shit like that. And,
yeah, but...
and then, like, she's being petty the entire fucking... Bro, I thought that was a pretty fun arc. Yeah, RTU. Sorry. Richard, RTU, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I saw Jay having a stream earlier today, and he was wearing like a sweet tooth type hair topper.
I forgot about Jay. Goddamn.
Yeah, Jay's still streaming, So yeah, it's just, I don't know. There's so much that has changed. I mean,
so much happened.
Yeah, I mean, look at fucking Lacey. Lacey of all people, if you go back and you watch the introduction video of Rewind, the Rewind trailer, she's in there.
What?
Yeah, it's cat ears. Mind blown.
Actually, you just unlocked a memory. You unlocked a memory. What the fuck? And then even more so, like, oh my God. Like, I know we're just building up towards it, but just like Rostov hopping on the fucking Rewind every single day. Not every single day, but like often. And then to a point where he then started becoming a host for Aussie.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
The first fan run show.
When you go back in time and you see like how like Lolcow is like built up till this point, you're kind of just like, bro, they got a history. Like, you can literally make a book about this shit. It's kind of crazy, dude. Like, I've been here long enough to know, like, from the beginning, like, I was when, like, Tommy C was first part of the crew, and up until, like, today. And if you asked me to just, like, recollect everything, brother, I'm going to miss a lot of things, because there's a lot that happened in between.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
It's enriched history. It's a lot of shit to keep track. It
is. I mean, even just like Fat Camp, it was brought up earlier on Queens. They Savage and Tina both said, it feels like 10 years ago, and it was just in March.
It does.
We move so fast around here. So, anyways, no. It's just wild, and it's like, if that was 2025, as much as we've grown, as much as we've changed around here, what's 2026 gonna look like?
Can I venture a guess?
Mm-hmm.
Base take. I'm not saying I want this to happen. I'm saying I'm expecting this to happen. Okay.
Everybody's going to get fired, and every show is going to get recast, and we're going to have a whole new staff next year. $10 from King of Kinglers. Is this enough money for Fanny G? The zero cut is making me feel inadequate. LOL. Damn. Yeah, that's enough.
He came from the Dollar General. Hey, one buff weed. Thank you so much for the support, man.
Buff with the $2. Like the stream, y'all.
Absolutely. We appreciate the support, sir. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Lolcow, as we would say in test. So I wanted to say, like, so I'm thinking, I don't think they're gonna recast everybody. I think they're either gonna cancel some shows. I'm thinking, if I had to guess, venture a guess, I'm gonna say 5 shows will be canceled, or another route will be taken where he's going to add more shows, and then he's going to get back in a mentality of trying to do 24/7. That's what I think. It's one of the two. 5 shows will be canceled, or he's going to go back to the mentality of having 24/7. Like, there's going to be a show every sector of the day. That's what I think.
I mean,
or night as well.
It's either that, or you drop them down from a 2-hour format. You fill out the B circuit so that it's 12 more shows. Just make a fucking LCU. Don't care about a circuit and make them all 1 hour, and then you've got 24 hours. Does that make sense? No, but I mean, if you get rid of 5 shows, I guarantee you, if we look at the current lineup, guess what? He's going to try and get rid of you guys. You know that. He'll just be like, oh, fuck this.
That's what I mean.
He ain't going to.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
He ain't going to get rid of you.
I think he would.
It would be like all the least performing shows. So let's be honest. It would be me, Rain, and some of these lower performing shows. Retire them for a little bit. Give them some rest. Rest the brand. Bring it back. When the brand is stronger.
I agree with Final, though. Final said there's already too many shows, to be honest. Each show is going to end up having like 10 viewers each. And that's kind of where my point is. Like, yeah. When there were so few shows, there were way more viewers on every single show. Because now it's just like, okay, well, there's not like the specific niche of people that are trying to watch this specific type of show. It's more of like generalized, and it may have some things that you like, some things you don't like, but it's your go-to show. You know what I mean? So that's the reason why, like, for example, like Test was so successful. It's because like it was a one show where you had the dynamic where there was 2 people and they were friends. Like the hosts were friends with each other. Now you kind of see that dynamic more and more often. You know what I mean? Like people started realizing like, oh, you can have that dynamic. It doesn't always have to be toxic. You know what I mean? So that's the one thing I've noticed that, like back then, more viewers were kind of like stuck with what they had, and they just picked whatever seemed the closest to what they wanted. Now it's like it'll end up being 10 viewers each fucking show, and then there'll be the top 4 shows to have like over 500 viewers, and that'll be it.
Now
that's what I think.
Dove makes a really, really interesting suggestion. 48-hour circuit. Shows go on every other day. It gives every host every other day off. Gives you more time for other things to cook, get your content together. Because I'll be 100% honest. It is difficult to put together a show every day, with as much stuff that goes on. I mean, during the day, I usually have on my TV at the top, behind me, I've got an A circuit show or a B circuit show. And then on my monitor here, I've got the other. And one of them is usually got sound, and I'm like flipping between them. It does make it a little bit harder to develop content. It's like, okay, what's a top story? What's a this? What's a that? That's actually really not a bad idea, Dove. Honestly, like,
Okay, so here's the issue.
okay.
I'm. It's not just that I'm playing devil's advocate. It's like I genuinely think this.
No, give the other one.
Here's the issue. I'm so arguably, let's say the quality does increase.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it won't, because judging by like how hosts do their shows, and I'll even say test to some degree, even from the beginning, um, the quality that they look for is just based off of how insane can you do a certain thing to get viral. It's not based off of like appearance or anything like that. Like test way back when we cared about like how the show looked. We had the green screens, we had like backgrounds that looked good, we had effects and stuff like that, right? And apparently viewers weren't really interested in that. They're more interested in the content itself. I feel like the content won't improve unless people are doing more insane shit. Secondly, I think it's going to be even worse for the hosts, because now they're going to feel even more demotivated. Reason being is because they're not going to get paid as much, because they're not doing daily shows. Daily shows are more likely to make a buck than you would putting all your bets on a good show. Does that make sense?
It does, but at the same time, let me poke
Quantity
holes
over
in it.
quality is what Keem wants.
Okay. Well, and if I were to poke some holes in that and say that there are a lot of podcasts that run maybe once, twice a week that do double, triple what our daily shows do, Yes, cumulatively by the end of the week, could you possibly be making more? Yes, but you've got to have a week's worth of banging shows, which if you're doing everything correctly, they should all be banging, Hell, I put in a lot of work every fucking day for this guy here, and because I'm not a large name yet, it's still
That's the
kind
issue.
of, well, it is, but I'm okay with
It's
that.
like you can't really, and that's fine and all, but it's like that's the criticism that you're gonna receive. It's like if you don't have any traction by doing anything that's insanely kooky or crazy, or even then get any support from Keem directly. Because remember, this Keem's network; these are Keem's viewers, right? It's not our viewers. We're only using his viewers because we're in his ecosystem, right? Now, if you put us out in the real world, we're gonna fall flat on our face. We're gonna have to like entertain the masses, which is a C, right? In this case, we're like in a little fucking fishbowl, and we're stuck with the viewers that we have, and it's not a bad thing. It's just more of like something you have to like understand. Like you have to do whatever the masses are expecting, and in this case, it's like drama, edgy shit, do something really stupid, embarrassing, lolcow type stuff, right? Like you can't really go outside of that, because once you go outside of that niche, you're losing the audience, and then you're looking for a very minute niche percentage of the viewers that actually watch Keem that also enjoy that. You know what I mean? So like that's what becomes harder and harder. So like with Buff, for example, I'll use him as an example because he's in chat, and you probably agree with me. I loved watching Buff shows. I like putting different nerds, but I'm a small percentage. You know what I mean? Not everybody is gonna hop on and watch it. Same goes for Test. Not everybody wants to see two guys have a good time. Maybe they just want to see two bitches, okay, screaming at each other and throwing cake on their face, and then fucking wear a dude wearing a diaper, okay? Maybe they just want to see crazy shit, right? That's what Queens exists for, which is exactly like that's Keem's realm. You know what I mean? Like the main shows, the top shows, are they're heavily drama based or going to be heavily like embarrassing based, I guess you could say, right? Making fun of somebody, right?
You do make a valid
that's
point
reality.
there. You do make a valid point, but at the same time, I mean, like, Okay, I'm not going to say we're wildly successful over here at Alpha, but once people actually sit down and watch, they can see that I can bring some of the drama in, but let's give somebody the alternative and see if it'll take off. And yeah, it's a little bit slower, but we are giving the alternative. Hell, you guys were having a fucking banger day over on Test today. Because, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the Ducks are back. Hell yeah!
True.
Just don't let Nightmare play the fucking music. It got me copyright flagged. I had to go in and take out the music. I'm like, really? For the fucking Ducks? But now that leads into the new Duck first person or Duck assault game that's coming out. Rubber ducks with machine guns.
Oh my god. Brother.
Yes. Jesus Christ. Anyways,
real quick thing, if you're okay with this.
Yeah.
I just want to address one of your viewers, if that's fine.
Sure.
Cool. All right. Sicilian Princess. Grim, you're jealous. You'll never be as good as Queens because you have no content at all. So, I never said that we were Queens content. Never compared ourselves to Queens whatsoever. I just said there's different niches that people enjoy. If you want to compare us to Queens, cool, because you're not going to get what you want. It's not going to be, you're not going to consider what we do content. And that's fine. You could be interested in Queens, by all means, have that opinion. Go for it. All right. That's the whole point of the LCU. There's 20 million different shows. You chose to hop on Alpha. Okay. Alpha has nothing to do with fucking Queens, but if that's your type of content, go for it. If you like Alpha too, even better. Okay. That's the whole point. You get to have choice, right? So I don't care if you don't like my show. I don't care if you don't find it entertaining. I don't care if you've never watched it. You do you, bro. You could say I'm jealous. I'm not. Because if I were, I would be doing the exact same content and then complaining as to why I'm not getting the same amount of views. You don't see me complain about views. I don't give a shit. I'm happy doing my thing, hanging out, having fun with Nightmare, having a good time with my fucking viewers. It's a great time. You'll never see me complaining. Absolutely not. So they can do their own thing. I'm cool with it. If at any point I sound like I'm crying or bitching, stop me. Okay? But I'm just stating the obvious. It's a drama-based and embarrassing-based, ecosystem. And that's just what thrives. It is what it is. Simple as that. So, that was it. My fault.
Okay.
Didn't mean just make it about addressing that.
No. You are fine. You are fine. And to the poop guy who said some things about Velcro wallets, I remember my first Velcro wallet. I do. I still miss that thing to this day. I swear to God, I lost it in my room one summer. And actually, I know what I did with it. I put it in the pocket of a jacket because I had like $60 in it. And I didn't want anybody to find it. And so I put it in the pocket of this jacket. And while I was gone visiting my dad for the summer, my mother went through and cleaned my room. Yeah, she had a habit of doing that.
Not pickpocketed, but she just stole
it. Yeah, well, the jacket was gone.
She sold the jacket. Mm-hmm. She was like, I'm selling it and taking the money.
Yeah.
2 for 1.
Yeah.
Double whammy.
But anyways, getting into my story. So one of the things that I did notice, so there's a couple different stories, but sticking in our realm before we go on to Liquid David, one of the stories that I saw was, and I'm not shitting on Booster, but you guys are very, very vocal about how you feel about Booster. And it says, if any other host did what Booster did with the shitty IRL, they would have been fired on the spot. Keem turning it around on Rastoff is kind of disgusting. And it's, of course, the responses that you would expect. But, I always love Zephid's there with the opposite opinion. To be fair, as Boogie pointed out yesterday, Rastov did go IRL once, and when he did, he actually talked to people. Something Booster didn't. He talked to one person, and he had to be goaded into it because he didn't feel comfortable. I'm just saying, at the end of the day, okay, Booster may be a bitch, but and he may have picked the wrong spot to do a fucking IRL. Wait a sec. Yeah, Booster, you're a bitch. You don't know what the fuck you're doing, and I would have been fired if I would have had that shitty IRL content. God damn it. I did an IRL in my backyard that was more entertaining than you fucking walking around down a beach and pretend putting some sand in your mouth. Quit being a bitch and do it right, fucker. Anyways, continue.
You don't want to like drag him in and say that? just go off on him. Drag him right back.
Well, see, okay, he was so lost when I did that. He was all like, "Oh, hey, you know, not the normal. Well, what the fuck do you want, Cripwalk?" He literally, he was like, "Hey," and I was like, "Booster, you're a bitch." Okay, and then I kicked him out.
Jesus fucking.
Anyways. So,
oh my god.
Okay, so we've got to talk about this. If you're here, you're gonna hear about this. So, I was checking out one of the newer Lolcow subreddits, and I kept finding the same name. So let's talk about this. There is a Vietnamese YouTuber, I guess, under the name of. Yeah, it's David Wynn, okay? But they call him Liquid David, okay? Let me just bring this.
This sounds familiar.
Uh-huh. He thinks not the rapper that had the girlfriend in the trunk of his car. This is okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring this up. Yeah, that's Chris Chan at the top. Oh, hey, there's Copper. Oh, shit. Nikocado Avocado. Okay. So look at how many posts about this. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Brother.
5, 6. Or wait. I mean, there's like 25 different posts just in the last few days.
Another one.
Yes, it's just, and apparently, so from what I've read, and there is a lot to go over, but basically, he was a Vietnamese YouTuber that kind of snapped and like fucking lost his mind, and his troll community started to get to him. Then they started to pretend to be him. And so then he thought people were literally out to steal his identity. And he keeps making new Twitters, making new channels. He goes on stream. He calls out the fake David or anti-David.
I gotta say this, bro. You know what I appreciate about Lolcow community? Not this community. I mean, like Lolcows in general, like community. Okay, is that they all come from all kinds of creed, races, fucking like beginnings. You know, countries, like backgrounds, like just anything. Right? They're all unique in their own way. Like one of my favorite Lolcows. He's a German guy. Okay, his name's Dragon Lord. Okay, guy is so shit on, okay? I don't know if you've ever seen him before.
Nope, I'm looking him up right now.
Dragon Lord is one of like the oldest Lolcows, but he is so fucking entertaining to see rage out in German. I don't know why. Something about his like demeanor, it makes it fucking hilarious, but it's also like how people get him every single time. like, I don't know if he's like autistic. I think it is the fact that he's autistic, but they always catch him every single time trying to get with young girls or like trying to get with a girl in general. There was one time where he was like interested in a trans girl and people started shitting on him for that one. But like people are like pretending like to be interested in him and he falls for it every fucking time. People will be outside of his fucking house, throw eggs, at his fucking house.
Before
They'll
we
just
get-
scream at him, get his attention, and you'll see him just run out, with a fucking rake outside and he's screaming in German, trying to get people away from him. Bro, and he is in like an abandoned house as well. Like, I don't know how this guy lives, but dude, every single time I've seen videos of him, I feel bad for him, but it's just hilarious to get his reaction. Like, his reaction is just legendary.
Let me ask you some.
Yeah.
Doesn't he kind of look
here we
like
go.
Booster?
German Booster.
Yeah. Yes. The eyes and yes. Yes. Come on. Tell me.
There it is, bro. Dragon Lord. Oh, you're watching Count Dacula's video. Yeah, Count Dacula covers him twice. Yeah, part 1 and part 2. There it is. Yeah.
Oh,
dude.
man.
Count Dacula's hilarious.
And I think he's
dude,
like built
Dragon Lord's
like
great.
I think he's built like, oh, yes, I have seen videos about this guy. Oh, my God. And he's built like Booster, too. Like, let's see.
Mhm. Oh, my God, the cringe.
And he's
oh,
wearing
my God,
the...
kill me. Just kill me.
Oh, my God. It's fucking Booster.
Bro.
Yes.
Bro's got Bollywood fucking effects. Kill me. Absolutely kill me. I forgot about that. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh.
Yeah, Dragon Lord. Lot of lore behind him. He's an OG Lolcow. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you want to have fun, fucking getting into deep of his lore, he's got plenty, and he's still a Lolcow to this day. So
yes,
he's a classic.
Squad's favorite disaster.
Booster with Tommy C's face is crazy.
Yeah, Squad's
Jesus
favorite
Christ.
disaster said Booster stunt double. True. Oh.
Hey, for real though, I hate to call it here, but I am tired and I need to get ready for work. So I just want to say I appreciate for you having me on, for one.
Not a
2,
problem.
I'll make sure to hop on tomorrow so I can continue helping out. But also 3, continue doing a great job. You're amazing. All right, Phantom. Don't let anybody tell you different. Continue supporting this motherfucker. If y'all don't donate, he's gonna eat his toenail clippings. I don't know.
Oh, don't volunteer me
Have a good
for
one.
shit. Yeah. Get out of here.
Go fuck yourself. Bye.
Bye. Asshole. Love you. Anyways, so this Liquid David thing, like, legitimately, I could not believe how many fucking posts there were about this whole thing. And I'm like, what the actual fuck is going on? So I did a little research and I was like, okay, Chat GPT, tell me what the fuck is going on. But basically they said the same thing, that he, across his different channels, Liquid David frames the situation as impersonation and brand name theft, often using terms like the anti-David or the fake David and presenting his videos as proof he's the real person. It's been going on for about 6-8 months now, but just some of the reads are like, and he'll shut down an account and then he'll bring the account, he'll make a new one. And then when he sees people viewing, he's like, oh no, they're here to steal my identity. I need to shut this down. And like, it just is a fucking giant ass circle. let's see. One of the other big stories that I had read was actually a video by a YouTuber by the name of Atozy. He must be big. He's got almost 2 million subscribers, but he's talking about, and this kind of fits in with our channel.
The standard was.
So check this shit out. There is a guy that was running. Oh my God, you fucking piece of shit. There we go. This alpha podcaster is about to spend 70 years in prison. 70. Yeah, if that's not a Lolcow, I mean, and he's not even really that fucking alpha. It's more of a douchebag. Now, I get it. A lot of people say alphas are douchebags. And, well, let's be honest. They fucking, a lot of those dudes are like Aries and they're fucking roided out. And we already know Aries can be angry people. Shit, if you were watching Babes this morning, they were doing zodiac signs. You would have found out I'm a water bearer. Woo! Anyways, let's take a look. We're only going to watch a few seconds, but apparently this has been going on for years, and this is the dude. Oh, you bitch. Thank you. Get back there.
Arrested for stalking and harassing 11 women across multiple states. But the craziest part is, he documented everything regarding all of his encounters on his social media accounts, and specifically on his own podcast called The Standard.
It's a story I've been following since the late summer when Brett...
So first off, why the hell are you documenting it on every single one of your podcasts? Like, I'm listening to this, and throughout it, they're talking about this douchebag. I mean, like I wish I could run a fucking podcast. What's his name? His name's Dan Big or B Dadig or something like that. Anyways, long story short, he's got this the standard podcast. Yeah, that's real fucking alpha when when
they first met him.
I hang out with a girl I met at yoga. Oh shit, my bad.
Look at this. I mean, is that real? Is it rented? Is it his parents' house? God damn. Look at how fucking you're going to wear white socks and have them that dirty? Bro, you're going to be on camera. I get it. You don't want your shoes on. Get a fresh pair, motherfucker. I mean, shit. But apparently, like this dude was stalking this one girl, praising her up after 2 days of seeing her in the chat. And he's all like, oh, yeah, that's legitimately going to be my wife and everything. And then the next day, he's sitting there talking shit on this woman, you know, like trying to start a war. But yeah, he is facing, he's in custody right now, and he's facing up to 70 years in prison for cross-state fucking stalking. How wild is that? So, oh, did I not switch it over here? Sorry. Okay, let's go back. Sorry. Let's at least show the jackass's face. Not him. Tozy, get out of my face. I thought I showed it. Yeah, this douchebag right here. Giving men a bad name. But yeah, like, look at this. Look at that. Bro, Dude, if you're going to be, that's why you wear black ankle socks. I'm just saying, black, you wouldn't pick up the dirt on your floor. And if you look in the background here, I'm just going to say, what the fuck is that? Are they shooting casting couch videos in the background? Because there's a tripod. There's the fucking couch. That's fucking dumb. Anyways. But yeah, I that guy is something else. But if you haven't checked out Atozi's video, or A to Z, ZY, whatever you want to call it, I don't know. I may be saying it wrong, but check that video out because it's fucking wild. Like the 3-day thing, I was flabbergasted. Somebody came out with a new. Everybody's jumping back on the Smart Schoolboy 9 shit because that motherfucker is back. As soon as somebody said he never left the internet, bro, people he just started posting again. It's like he was always waiting for that, for his name to come back up again. Hey, it's wild. Okay, so we've got a bunch of Aries in the chat. Welcome, Athletics. I am catching up. That's bad horror cow. Yeah, that is horrible. I'm starting to learn some of those terms. I mean, I knew what a lolcow was. I didn't realize there were multiple genres. Honestly, I did not know. So, yeah, I see some Leos. I see Aries. You're not taking over the show. No. Anyways, what else do I got? As soon as Booster got kicked off the show earlier, our resident fans, they made it known. You're like, live is so nice. It's an actual show now. Oh, yeah. You guys don't let any minute get by that you can't throw a dig in. I'm just saying. I love it. I love it. All right. What else do we got? Okay, we already went over that. What moments? Oh, this is okay. And checking out a little bit of a palate cleanser, real quick. You ever see anyone touch a moose before? Look at this. Touching a wild moose. Those guys are fucking dumb.
A little closer.
It's the boost though.
A little closer.
Go on.
Dude.
Fucking idiots.
Ah!
Get him! Yeah, get him! Get him! Get him!
Oh. Okay. I wish it would have been a little bit more aggressive, but that was some funny ass shit. Oh, Jesus Christ. You guys want to, am I the asshole? It's pretty wrong. It's pretty wrong. Yeah, not a moose. Those mooses will fuck with you. I know everybody's saying it was better when Booster was gone. I get it. Okay, he may not be everybody's cup of tea, but some people like his how do I say this in a nice way? What's the nice way of saying it? They love his retardedness. All of us can be a little retarded, but damn, he takes it to the next level. I throw movie quotes and music quotes and comic quotes in all the time, but I don't make it fucking obvious. Let's just be real here. You guys probably have missed a bunch, but, it's like, fuck, man. Dude, like, at some point, okay, it's one thing to have a bit, but it's another when it's so obviously fake. Why not? Why not just fucking, come back after Christmas and be like, my heart grew 3 sizes that day, like the Grinch, bing, bing, and come back and just be like actual Booster. Don't be fucking boring. Don't be this. Don't be that. Oh, wait. I forgot one. You can't do Booster without the whatever the fuck the Crip Walk or some shit like that. Come back and do what everybody told me. Quit trying to be something you're fucking not. Be yourself. Be yourself. But maybe everybody has to go to maybe everybody has to go through their dark arc. The only person that the dark arc, ever failed was Leppy. But, I mean, shit. So, I'm just saying. What's my favorite anime? Aiden the Hacker asked. That's a good question. I don't watch a lot of it, but, it's cliche to say Neon Genesis Evangelion, but I really, really got into that one. Sailor Moon Crystal was pretty good. And before anybody says anything about me bringing up Sailor Moon, okay, understand, my favorite type of overseas entertainment is live action tokusatsu. That includes your Godzilla movies. That includes Sentai, which over here in the U.S. became Power Rangers. That's Kamen Rider, okay? I like the squad-based, transformations, stuff like that. Plus, that show actually had a decent story in the first 2 seasons. Take out the romance. I could care less about that. But it actually had a pretty decent story. Cowboy Bebop. Oh my God. The original Bebop. Like, literally, I am just getting into fucking anime, after years and years of being told to watch certain things that I didn't watch because when Toonami, when they did the anime shit on Cartoon Network, that became really big when I was an adult trying to work. So I'd get home for fucking, what the hell was it called? Adult Swim. That's why I love me some Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Athletics says Booster pays more attention to Discord than his son. Or were you saying that about me? No, my kids are damn near all grown. I mean, my youngest is 17. He's the only one left at home. And as you guys have noticed, I talk about taking him to work, picking him up, paying attention. I make sure he's got dinner every night. I make sure he's taken care of. But at 17, you know what? You don't have to do much. But if at his son's age, I fucking was up my kid's ass. Like, not legitimately, but what I mean is we were always doing stuff together because I've been there since day one, and it's been me and him since he was 4. So, I take pride in the fact that I've raised a hardworking bump on a log. What teenager wasn't a fucking bump on a log at that age? Shit, I know I was. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Booster. I know you were talking about Booster. So, what's my favorite Godzilla movie? That is a hard question. But one of my top ones, Godzilla Wars. Yeah, not one that came out really over here, truly. But I love them all. I've got all the Heisei ones on Blu-ray that Criterion put out. The others are DVDs, because they didn't give us good transfers yet. And then, of course, you've got the new ones, and then that shitty one, Godzilla 2000. Matthew Broderick, you need to be taken out back and whipped for even saying, I'm going to be in this movie. I'm sorry. That was not good. And you almost ruined it for everyone. Although Godzilla -1 was fucking epic. And the fact that it won a fucking Academy Award without having any distribution in the U.S., period, is fucking amazing. Let's just put it that way. Ooh, SWAT Cats. Let's see. I figured Fanny G to be down with Gundam Wing with the technology and stuff. So my sister got me into Gundam. She was a huge Gundam Seed fan. And she was like, well, if you like mechs, see, like I like Mazinger, Go Shogun, pretty much anything that's Voltron. Maybe that's why. I grew up on fucking Voltron and Transformers. That's why. That's why I got so into it. I mean, you get the things come together. Yeah. SWAT Cats that's a deep cut Illuminati. Minis, one is easy top 5 for me. Okay. Oh, -1. Okay, yeah. Yeah, -1 was fucking phenomenal. Those are good. My favorite is Trigon. Aiden the Hacker. I actually, on my server, I went out and bought Trigon Stampede when it came out on Blu-ray. Let me tell you, that was surprising and hot take. And a lot of people will agree with me on this one from what I've seen. Trigon Stampede changed the story way too much from the original. It's just like what they did with Cowboy Bebop in the live action. They mashed like 3 episodes together for the first one, and I was like, the fuck? So, another good one, Futo PI, which is the continuation of Kamen Rider Double. So, anyways, we are getting into too deep into that bullshit and hijacking, and it's not bullshit. So there's quite a few communities that I check in with, but over the weekend, everybody kind of harped on it today, talking about tech. And I don't want to rehash it. I know a lot of people give their opinions. Let's just say, when you're entertaining and you're working in a community of so many diverse voices, okay, you have to be sensitive to hurting going against other people's opinions, okay? It was a joke in bad taste. I'm not defending. I'm not saying what he said was right or wrong. It was clearly a joke in bad taste. The one thing I will say is, Tech, as much as I love you, James called it out, and he said, no matter what I say, you're going to play it anyways. That's more the part that pissed me off, if anything, because he was saying that he didn't want to hear it, and he called it out before you did it, and then you did it. I mean, I get that's the funniness, but that's the only thing, like that would piss me off as your co-host, and I know how to run a show, but that would piss me off because it's going to get under my skin. I'm telling you, I don't want you to, but I know you're going to play it anyways. Unless you guys had talked about it ahead of time. So, with that being said, I think we just need to move on from it. I just wanted to say my piece about that, because that's the part that got me. I can argue the rest until the cows come home, but at the end of the day, everybody's entitled to their opinion. Everybody's entitled to their beliefs, whether I agree with them, the community agrees with them, or disagrees with them. That's what makes them an opinion. You know what? And everybody's got an opinion on a situation. And guess what? Just like everybody's got an opinion, that's why they're just like assholes. Everybody has one, and they always stink. So, I'm leaving it at that. Booster is not a cheesehead. Do not sacrilege my people. Unless that's some sort of, insult that's not native to the U.S., but I'm a born and raised cheesehead. I at least in the United States, that means you're from Wisconsin. So, Aiden, no copper update. I have sent messages. He has not gone off on a spurg lately that I could trigger him. So, yeah. We are going to continue. That is the ongoing goal. We are going to get Copper to come back for at least one episode, even if it's for an interview or something. But honestly, he'd probably go on live first and go see Sweet Tea before he would come over here. I wouldn't mind it. Like I said, I got my ferret shirt ready, so he can know that he is King Ginger. So, so another place I like to reference a lot because, again, okay, there was a lot of shit going on this weekend, but let's be honest, half of it you can't watch because it's been privated. So We can't pull up clips. We can't do this. We can't do that. But what we can do is there was a big blow up on fire. And I don't normally do clips, but I think this one is important because Kimmy made a statement today. Luna had a stream scheduled and then she pushed out a day. So if you didn't hear, Kimmy and Luna, who were the hosts on Fire, have split. And they had a big falling out over the weekend. Friends of 9 years. Da-da-da-da-da. They got into a big argument. And I went back and listened to it before it got privated. It was a shit show. It was a legit shit show. Ooh, yeah. But what I missed at some point was apparently Lila is moving off of Rebel. She is going to be joining Luna over on Fire. And Kimmy has been given Lolcow reign with the departure of Thick Gemini and Life with Ron. So today was Kimmy's first stream, and shout out to her. She did pretty good for her first stream, solo and everything. But she did say she wanted to make a statement. So let's just bring her up real quick. Let's see if we can find it because it was right at the beginning.
But also I've garnered some.
Let me turn up that audio because she was a little low.
Information of some people that I got to meet, and I'm happy about that. But within everything that has gone on, losing people, within being in the LCU, I ended up, the situationship didn't work. It is what it is. These things happen. But the thing that absolutely killed me the most was that my baby girl that I picked up on our farm that we had all those years ago was sorely on her way out. More information, because I don't know if anyone cares. The point of the matter is that she had been suffering with Cushing's disease for the last little while.
So, and to be clear, she is talking about her dog that recently passed right around Thanksgiving. So, I mean, it apparently shit's been building up for a while. So, let's skip ahead just a smidge.
Yeah, but the minute you wanted to sit down and cuddles and stuff, she was like, nah, like no cuddles, no touchy. So it's just love and just beautifulness, and she'll consider it since I've had a long week of work. But that's neither here nor there. Self and having help with a friend get me into here. I was bombarded for it. I was told, no, you can't do it anymore. It's you being inconsiderate. You're doing this. It's like, okay, well, I didn't know that if I wanted a Saturday to chill and sleep in, like I kind of had to go to the racetrack to support you. Like that's a little bit inconsiderate since I've had a long week of work. But that's neither here nor there. Last week, that was now obviously coming into the universe and things that's been going on in the universe whilst I've been here. But last week is where it really just, I think, unfolded. Before the stream went live, we had spoken in the VC about a topic to had not come up. It had come up, and I was caught off guard. I was really, really caught off guard, and I fumbled over my words because of the pressure of being caught off guard. And there is one thing that we did on Fire where it's one of us will come up with the topic and the other one will do it blind, or vice versa. But at the end of the day, we had agreed to.
Now, I do want to interject here. You know, going in blind on topics is not a bad thing. Okay. And there's a lot of hosts that do this. And the reason for that is if you would have given me, if you give me a topic ahead of time, I can think up of great one-liners and stuff like that. But the reaction is not going to be genuine. Okay. It's not. It's legitimately going to be, whatever I've now seen and rehearsed out. Not that I fake anything. I mean, shoot, if y'all knew me, you know I'm not very good at faking stuff. Faking gay is not my MO. But anyways, yeah, I mean, I could understand that. So they were prepping ahead of time to not talk about basically these comments, basically about these messages, these horrible messages that got targeted towards Luna. So everybody watching here knows about what's been going on Fire by now. Okay, it's been talked about a zillion fucking times, but I wanted to let you guys hear it from Kimmy herself. So we'll get back into it.
To not bring up this topic, and that is what I thought about, and that is what I thought was going to happen. But it's safe to say that I didn't handle the shit perfectly. I wasn't super graceful about it, considering everything that's gone on. Some people will say that it's no excuse. At the end of the day, the streaming thing is not my primary. Keem knows this. Keem also knows that I'm happy to make an effort and I'm willing to adapt. But I've told him from the get-go that this is not my primary. And until this overtakes that, then we can talk, then we can arrange stuff. But until then, this is my primary. But anyways, staying back on topic, we had agreed that it wouldn't be spoken about. It was brought up. I was caught off guard. I didn't handle it correctly. And I apologize for that. I do think, however, had we stuck to the plan, had it not been brought up, none of this would have unfolded. I think I would have not taken my break off. And I don't think that would have been the straw on the camel's back. I'm a human being. I get to learn just like everyone else does. The difference is there's a camera on me and you guys get to analyze me. And that's my choice to be here. And that's your choice to watch. And that's your choice to take your time and do that. And this is the back and forth. And I get it. And there's no hate. But there is one thing, is that I'm not going to unpack the whole disagreement. I'm not going to do it. I went and said my sorries after I popped off in the VC after going live because I was mad. I took some time to decompress. I did what I needed to do. I came back and I apologized to everyone that was in the VC for speaking the way that I did because it was wrong. It was wrong. And I understand no two wrongs can make a right, but it was wrong.
And you know what? I got to give her props at the end of the day because it takes a very big person to go back and say, you know what? I was wrong. It does. And sometimes swallowing that pride, and no matter how right you think you are originally and how valid your points are, let's be honest, no fight is ever truly won. Somebody is always right, somebody is always wrong. Now, if you think you win every fight, some people just don't like fighting and they would rather take the L, and don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. There are a lot of fights where people are dead wrong. But standing up for what you believe in, and from her perspective, in her mind, she was perfectly valid. Okay. And that's her opinion. But she was big enough to go, you know what? This was a 9-year relationship. give me some time. We're gonna get through this. I'm gonna take the L. You know, whether she believes she was in the wrong or not, she took the L. And she's gonna basically, you know, they move. I guess it was a mutual decision. I don't know what happened behind the scenes, but what I am gonna say is, and we'll go back to the rest of her statement. The fact of the matter is, you know, we didn't lose them, and hopefully there can be a reunion down the line. Just saying.
Anyways, there are real conversations that still need to be had, and they have not happened, and I am not going to do that in front of an audience. I know that's what everyone wants. This is a drama community. I'm going to get hate for it. That's fine. But at the end of the day, the bottom line for me is that something happened. I'm allowed to stand up for my best friend in whatever way that I see fit, and it is what it is. But because this aired out on live where I didn't want it, and I said it before, I'm not going to do that. She has been my best friend before all of you for 9 years, and I owe myself the respect and the decency to do this offline. And I think maybe she would be sitting here watching this saying the same thing. I don't know if she's asleep by now. I know she generally is. I hope you're sleeping well, sweetie. Like, I know it's been a rough couple of days. But there is something I want to be clear on, is that I did say I was taking time off. And I did make an effort to help with the days when I think it was the day that I wasn't there. Technically, it was a Thursday where I dipped. And then the Friday I wasn't there. And the Saturday, she mentioned in our live that's been taken down now, that she promised everyone a Saturday stream. But I didn't promise that. I had already said from that moment that I'm not going to be here till Sunday. And I think that it was just a really, really a responsible thing to do. And I needed the time to stabilize. I didn't have the time when my dog died to go and stabilize. That happened this Saturday. We didn't stream that Saturday. We popped on with Say. And I appreciate Say for having us there. And
Okay, it's kind of dragging out at this point. I honestly, no offense, Kimmy. I watched earlier. She kind of got to the main point, is that, you know what, to save the relationship, there are conversations that still need to be had. And good on you for saying, fuck y'all. No offense, fans, but fuck y'all. This is too important to do in front of a camera. We need to fix this behind the scenes. Okay? I can't hate on that. I can't. Sorry. I think that is one of the most responsible takes. Now, what comes out of it? Who the hell knows? But at the end of the day, yeah. Yeah, okay, so their fight initially was Luna got some random fan that had been watching them attacking her and her children in a message on Instagram or WhatsApp. It's, you know, there's some cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs people out there, and they were, you know, Luna was going off about, you know, if that's what you're into, blah blah blah, and there was an edgy joke made. Now, did I think that when Kimmy said something about, why don't you go turn yourself into the police then, you know, after something about hanging around schoolyards, did I feel like basically that she was calling this person a PDF? No, I thought it was an edgy joke. And that's the biggest problem I have, okay? A lot of people are not going to like this take, but and it's not sweeping for anybody. Honestly, depending on the person that the edgy joke comes out of, we either get like extreme one side or extreme the other. There's no middle ground. There is no, like, in our community, it just seems like there's nobody that goes, oh, it was a fucking edgy joke. Oh, it was a dirty joke. I mean, hell, me and my buddies as kids, we would hear the dirty jokes. My uncle, he literally was the king of the dirty joke, and I loved doing holidays at their house because my fucking uncle, he had a knack for words, and he would tell the dirtiest fucking jokes in the world, and I tried to memorize them all. 35 years later, about 30 to 35 years later, I can't remember them all. But there are a few gems that I remember. Unfortunately, I'm not repeating them here, But yeah, they were, in this day and age, they wouldn't fly, not because they're racial, because they are dirty jokes. But anyways, edgy jokes, dirty jokes, they come and go. Like, I don't know. I think sometimes we overreact too much. And I'll be the first to admit, as I've gotten older, I do react differently as a parent, especially as a single parent, it's a lot. It's different than when I was, 2021 and I didn't have anybody to worry about but me. My fuse is a hell of a lot shorter now. My fuck around and find out kicks on a lot quicker now. So, yeah, I mean, not all jokes are good, but again, hey, Liam, this is the same thing that we were dealing with. I mean, that's the thing. Humor is very subjective. Like, okay, right now, if you were to turn on live, what do you think you would see? You would see, first off, you would see that Booster's not there. Fuck yeah. But secondly, oh, he took it down. But even just a few seconds ago, Boogie had a prop toy gun. Here we go. I mean, he had a prop toy gun stuck to his head, right? Okay? It's a joke. But had that been anybody else, people would have been up there going, "Are you okay? Are you okay? What's going on? Don't do anything stupid, So I'm just saying, I think we need to all take a step back sometimes. I understand some people it hits differently, but for me, it didn't bother me. For you, it could have bothered you, and you're valid in feeling that way. Welcome to Lolcow Psychology. But at the end of the day, at least these people are here. At least they're trying every single day. Look at how many of these so-called interns that get that gold name and they're like all hyped up and basically They show up once and then they disappear. You know, not everything's always going to land. Hell, I've probably told my fair share of cringe, backwoods, fucking fucked up jokes, you know. So I'm just saying, guys, let's try not to fully trigger the newer people. Okay, me, I can take it. You guys have figured that out by now. I can take it. But some of these hosts, some of them, yeah, we got to figure out, like, maybe we need a rule that says kid gloves, you know, until or put some training wheels or something like that. I don't know. I'm just saying, guys, don't get so, you know, bent out of shape as hosts and fans. Let's try not to trigger everybody 24/7 or get offended by a slightly edgy joke. Now, what Tech did, that was very skirting lines. So I can't speak for that one. He knew better there, but well, there's stuff that affects me. I just, you know, maybe that's the sociopath or psychopath in me. You know, I kind of wait till I'm off camera. I cry a little, you know, turn on some Anya, you know, light a few candles and just sit there and, you know, sail away, sail away, sail away. No, I'm just kidding. Fuck no. I had to learn how to deal with it after God, I bring this up so much. After I quit drinking, because I did realize how short my temper had gotten when I stopped drinking. It was like, oh my God, I'm going to explode at even the slightest thing. So I'm just saying, you know. Oh yeah, dude. You either throw on the sail away or it's like the fucking whale music. It's just like, it's like elevator music or hell. You know, it's just like, dun, 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 or it's a bad cover of a Bee Gees song, you know. But yes. By the way, for those of you that didn't catch earlier, I stole a Dennis Leary joke, but it's okay. Dennis Leary is very known for stealing all his jokes, but I love the man to death. And if you've never heard his comedy album from the 90s, it's called No Cure for Cancer. Don't watch the video version because they edited a bunch of shit out. But it is where the song, I'm an Asshole, was birthed, but he spends a fucking hour talking about smoking. It is fucking hilarious. He talks about smoking. He talks about doing drugs and 8 balls, and you know, it's like peak Dennis Leary. If you've never heard it, fucking listen to it. Yeah, no cure. Oh my God, no cure for cancer, polycythemia. Yes. So, anyways, guys, we're going to have to get you over to the chubby girls tonight. Let's see what those chubbies are getting into, because if I remember correctly, they are doing a PJ stream. It is Pajama Day with the Chubbies. Chubby Pajama Day and Mad Lib Mania. Oh, fuck. Mad Libs. Hell yeah. Dude, I'm always down for some good Mad Libs. So, with that, we're going to give you one more crotchies cam. Yeah, I'm already in my jammies. It's cold as fuck down here in Texas. It is 40 degrees right now at 8:58 p.m. It is cold AF. and it's only going to get colder. So my ass is going to go throw the robe on, crawl into my bed, turn on Chubby on my phone, rewind on my TV, or maybe I'll play Metroid Prime. But before I go, make sure to go ahead and check out Lolcow, TCG.com. Use that code word, alpha, for 10% off. Get the special bunny cards. Get the zombie cards. And you know what? Check out that High Rollers bundle. Yeah, for you pay pigs and crowns out there, don't scoff at that price tag. You know that shit's only for high rollers. So anyways, I want to thank y'all for joining me today. I really appreciate it. We will see you tomorrow. Maybe we can convince Buff from there. Every day, I'm gonna go on a campaign. We need Buff Weeb here on Alpha. So I'm going to get you over to the Chubby Girls. You get over there. You give them a chub rub from the guy over at Alpha. We'll see you next time.
Come along, little one. The night is young. Don't be afraid. Follow me. There's more to see.